All right, shalom, shalom, family, Israel. Um, Definitely coming on to just, woo wee. I'm gonna start out by saying this. One of the reasons why I know that I love being in this ministry with Pastor Charles Dow Jr. is because, if you want righteousness, then you're going to know sooner or later the heat is here. All right? The heat is here. And I'm overjoyed because I was having a conversation with a few brothers today because I have a zeal for the Most High Yah. And I desire the same thing that our shepherd, Pastor Charles Dow Jr., desires in seeing that this hard head, stiff neck house of Israel be restored. All right. So we're going to get into a few things because I'm not going so deep into, if you haven't seen the video over on Patreon where Pastor is just absolutely laying in, then you got to see it. You got to see it. Because where I'm coming in at, number one, I talked about passivity before the feast was over with. And yet and still, I can just take here in Kansas City. I've already told several people that I say, here's the truth. This ain't personal. But where we are going as a ministry, where we are going according to the will of the Most High Yah, people are just absolutely not fitting to be a part of what's going on here because they obviously people allow spirits to rule over their flesh. When Paul says men ought to possess their own flesh, we ought to have power over our own flesh. And then you turn around and see how simple and how easy it is for the Hasatan to subvert righteousness by planting a thought that we just absolutely do not know how to fight. And I was telling a brother that tonight, brother, you on your way out because it's no way. It's no way when Yah is trying to do a great thing. Do y'all realize that this ministry is one of the only ministries, one of the only ministries that is striving to do what the book says, and you see the word working in them with signs and wonders following. This is one of the ministries that do it. And so we know that Yah draws near to them that assert themselves in doing righteousness, assert themselves in striving to produce a good work and a good fruit. And so when we look and when you hear the video and you see the ignorance in people and how we allow our mind to just produce something so unfruitful. Man, the things that I've seen since I've been here in the ministry, but then you go and I'm not even getting on the subject about KGB ex-wife because they already knew that was coming. See, that's if you've been in the world, at the end of the day, A lot of these hard head women gonna get they're gonna get the crappy deal at the end of the day. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about some of you all who are too damn dumb to realize that Yah has planted your feet in such a fertile ground that if you would just take root just a little bit, you will bear much fruit. But man, people are so caught up in themselves. They're so caught up in stupidity and ignorance. And it just, look what's going on. I'm not surprised to leave the feast to hear about the actions of some of the people. See, y'all listen to this. Me, I told Deacon and the leadership here, because see, it ain't if you talk to people in community, you find out that there are things that go on because you have people that appear to be like they with it. You have people that appear to seem like they want to be a part of what's going on, and they look good when you all see them at the feast. They look like they are just striving, like they're getting things done. But some of these folks, because they don't fight, they are the inhabitation of devils. I'm telling you. And so we about to have, I told the saints, I said, we about to have a stripping down meeting. What I mean about stripping down, what I mean by stripping down is this. See, there's a way that seems right in our own eyes. And so what I have to do, I have to strip that down out of the eyes of a lot of people that is here. All right. A lot of people that's in the ministry that some of you all, you rave and give, good reviews about, but when you live around these folks, you see them, man, what in the hell is going on? It ain't doing a damn thing. Are you back? Well, can y'all hear me? All right, it says I'm live. Can y'all hear me? Do the video look blurry? Josh, can you see me? Can y'all hear me? All right, looks like I'm back live. If y'all can hear me, if you online, give me a thumbs up to let me know how the sound is and whether or not the picture is clear. But anyway, I ain't lying, boys. This the type of bull crap that you got to deal with. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my thought and I'm gonna get on off of here, man, because I just, I look at, being called of the Most High Yah, and I'm talking about all of us who have been fortunate enough to wake up and hear the truth. And so when you look in chapter 15 of John, and not First John or second, I'm talking about John. And you look in the 15th chapter about the 5th verse, being with or being in the Messiah, aside from abiding in him, ye or you can do nothing. And so my biggest thing is that people don't really know what it means to be in Christ, because obviously this flesh is full of sin and lust. The heart is desperately wicked above all things. And so in that, I don't put a lot of trust in men because the book says, know them by their fruit. And obviously, you all don't know what that means. And so I want to bring out one thing that the shepherd talked about. And this is why I stand. And this is why I'm doing what I'm going to do here in Kansas City. All right. This is why I'm going to do what I am going to do. And when I look at this is what Pastor Dow said. All right. Give me 1 second because I don't know what in the heck happened, but we didn't had this video. All right. So, Pastor said on this video over on Patreon, he said, you think that you're going to test leadership. You think you're going to try us to see if we're going to do what we are supposed to do or what is written for us to do in bringing about right judgment. I heard it when we was on Blog Talk, when I went to go visit Straitway weeks before the feast came. And Pastor said, we are done with the third and the fourth and the fifth and all these admonitions that we are giving. And so I look because, see, you know, that word is so true because here's what it is. See, people can't end up being spots on your feast of charity if they are found out. But people end up being spots on your feast of charity because you love them so much and you give them so much credit and they don't know this, they don't know that. But see, this is what I found. See, I had a brother talking to me about he ain't able to get his mind frame together. See, like I told him, look, bro, we can pray for you one time. See, we ain't going to do all these thousands deliverance when, see, this is what I'm saying closely. When I know you are not fighting. See, well, this is what it is. A lot of people are able to be tossed to and fro as the waves of the ocean because they don't fight. They don't know how to fight. And so they want you to carry most of the load. They're not going to fight with you for themselves. They want you to fight for them, and they want you to be victorious for them so that they can go out in the open and rejoice and be the victor out in the open. Not on my sweat. Not on the labor that we putting in. See, the ministry is striving. See, that's why Pastor Dow can say that. Because people get it. People, you got to be told the same thing more than 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 times because you don't give a shit. You don't care whether or not it's going to drain the saints. You don't care whether or not it's going to weary and wear out the patience of the saints. Listen, I learned a long time ago when I started seeing people come back over and over and over and over, and guess what? Freaking over again for the same deliverance. And people will wear out your doorstep after you send the word. What did the word say? He sent the word and healed them. And this is what I've been telling folks. What more can I send? If the word being sent can't heal, can't change, can't affect, then aside from Christ, I am nothing. And all I'm doing is sending the word. And you look, I recommended deliverance when I was down there on the land because I've been watching for months a situation here in Kansas City just build up. And I've been watching people be affected by what is surrounded, what spirit is surrounded in this situation. And guess what? I'm right here. I'm getting ready to move this. Oh, I'm getting ready to move it. See, and guess what? I'm not gonna have any problems. I'm not going to lose any sleep. Why? Because we know that we have labored. See, and this, I agree with Pastor, because when something gets said to you and you don't take heed, then guess what? We know you don't care about what the hell, the Most High Yah is planting in the spirit realm and giving to his chosen in the body for you to eat on, for you to take in and abide in it. Take heed to it and make the necessary changes. Some of you, that's what I'm saying, some of y'all don't belong. And just to hear the wisdom again about who moves with you and around you. This is what I've been saying. When I was talking to some of the mothers here, I did a Marco Polo with the Kansas City group, and I went in. Man, when I say I went, trust me, listen to me. You ain't heard that type of talking. You ain't heard that. I went in. And you know what? Guess what? We got phone calls and questions and this and that. I ain't answering no damn questions. Because just wait till I get to the meeting. I'm going in. Because guess what? I want that spirit to rise up. Rise up against me. I'm ready. I'm ready that day on spot to send folks out. On spot. And you know what? The ministry is going to be that much lighter. That many more miracles and wonders can be worked. Because guess what? Remember, Jesus couldn't heal because of unbelief. That means it was just swamped with unbelief. And that's what people don't believe. They don't believe that their unbelief and the actions of unbelief that they produce that show that they don't really believe how you believe is a hindrance. So this is what you find. This is why people can produce the works and the actions that they produce, because folks inherently are just evil by nature, but they don't get. See, this is what, listen to me real good. Listen to Pastor Corey, what I'm telling you right now. When I came into this ministry, I didn't come to do my own will. I did not come in here to see how much that I could come and change this. I came to see how much I could be changed. But I watched some of you all, you ain't changed a bit. You ain't ran to deliverance. You haven't run to it. But you want people to abide in your word. You want people to take your word for it that you are changed. When you are carrying a stench around with you and it is showing up. And you know what? That's why Pastor had to make videos like he made today. And that thing was fire. I mean, it just light fire upon fire under the asses of those who got ears to hear. And that's what we need. This stiff-necked damn generation need a fire lit under their ass. I'm telling you. And I'm saying it because that's all it's going to take. That's why people can't take how the words come out by true men of Yah, because they want it soft. You want somebody to massage your back. You want somebody to ease it in, and you want somebody to go along with your feelings and emotions. And ain't nobody doing it, because guess what? I love seeing healing and miracles and the work of Yah, because we know when you go in and labor and you desire Yah and you cry out and Yah see you laboring for him, seeing you desiring to put off the dead works and the oldness of the flesh, and you do all that you can to walk in that, man, Yah is faithful. The word said Yah is a rewarder of them that do righteousness. So guess what? That's what he do. He reward. And then guess what? You get people that ain't even in the ministry that watch videos. That guess what? People that never thought they would give credence or give kudos or give any value to Jesus. Because you know why? So many dumb ass people are out talking about Jesus is earth pig, this and that. And at the end of the day, like I told them, I said, then what other name is going to produce power and show it? Because guess what? We ain't look. It's flooding the internet. And as long as you watch this ministry, it's gonna keep doing it, and it's gonna keep doing it, and testimony's gonna keep building up. Why? Because the name that you all say versus us saying Jesus, and we know his name is Yahshua, and we know what power the name of Jesus carried long before you even found out that you're supposed to be in the truth. And you come in trying to tell everybody every damn thing that we've already heard. But yet, then we get people to find out, they see it for themselves with their own eyes. And boy, guess what? It changed lives when you find out that Yah is who he is. So this is why I'm gonna say this last thing. Pastor said he pray and hope all these rebels. Whoa, man, I lit on fire. I said, man, do you know what type of man, when you get rid of rebels, do you know what type of freedom that you can have? Because some of these people are stench. They weigh you down. They weigh you down. If you're in community, you understand. It's folks that weigh you down. It's folks that's in these ministries that's coming, that's around. They got all these doctrines. They got all these things floating around. They heart ain't right. And they refuse to see it. They don't even hear you. They don't even hear the men of Yah. They don't even hear people talking to them about what is good, what is true, what is righteous. And guess what? They weigh your butt down. They got 1,000 damn questions. They always want to come with some type of dissension. And they cause strife. They cause strife. The word talk about them that cause strife. Man, we can get all this out the ministry. I'm with Pastor. I am praying that these folks be removed because you don't belong here, man. Man, I mean, listen. Hey, I heard how many people's getting up, walking out the message, but guess what? Look how much, look right now. Look how much valid that word on passivity is right now. Because some of you all, look, it's people right now. We ain't even a month out from being in the feast of the Most High Yah, and look how many people are already dying. Why? Because you are passive as hell. You can't even fight. You want strength to fight. And the word, we sit here talking to you, telling you what you need to do, telling you need to be delivered. But you got some words for us, the chosen of the Most High Yah. You want to tell us how to do it. Man, Pastor, I'm right here fired up with you. I'm right behind you. You praying, I'm praying right there with you. And I'm praying for you so you can keep praying that these spirits be removed. Man, this is a shame when you see some of these things. That's why I can't wait. Because I was telling Deacon the other day, I don't even want to have, I want to have this meeting so bad here in Kansas City that I was willing to have it on Zoom with the saints that's here. If I ain't having that meeting on Zoom, I want to look at your ass. I want to see you eye to eye when I bring this heat to you and tell you how it is. And I dare a spirit to rise up so we can send you right on, pack your bags and exit stage left. To some of you all that's on the outskirts, you ain't necessarily a part of any of the communities and you run around in your own agenda, Yah see you too. He see you. He know how wicked your heart is. And guess what? Listen, and this the other thing that people don't understand, that get me, where you people think, and I keep reminding people of Numbers 11. Y'all heard murmuring and complaining on the outskirts of the camp, and he burned them that was on the outskirts. Woo! See, people think, man, that's why I'm saying these ain't the saints, man. People ain't taking this. Man, I fear all of that. That's why I be talking to brothers. How many times did I dodge wickedness because I abided in the word? and not allow myself to be taken out. Some of y'all, it's so easy for you to get caught up. I was talking to a brother today. I said, man, I remember when I was down at Pastor Fox's place. And this is when Sister Elisa or Elias' mom was down there, and she got to spewing things to Pastor Fox and saying things to me. I said, wait a minute. We got to let them know. And before I can even get a chance to call Pastor Dow, because I'm like, I don't keep stuff like that. Before I can get a chance to call him and talk to her, he ended up talking to me and asking them very questions. Guess what? And if I would have withheld, if I would have withheld, then guess what? Yeah, that would have been on me. And guess what? I probably wouldn't be here right now. But some of you all, it's so easy for you to get caught up in mess like that, because it's all somebody got to do is just throw up on you just a little bit. Then you start throwing up, and you will say anything that's on your heart, that's ready to come out and flow and be in opposition to what's going on in the community, what's going on in the ministry. You ready to run your mouth about everything and anything. And guess what? Satan is the author of confusion. Guess what? You right there in the middle of confusion. And I told you, when that message, when we in passivity, one of the scriptures I read was about keeping watch over your mouth. Yet, we got people, and we definitely got people here in Kansas City that don't know how to keep guard over their mouth, that run their damn mouth. You are a damn rebel, and your day coming. You're going to be soon found out, and you're going to be got. See, guess what? All I do is I just keep going, because y'all have a day for you, just like Pastor said. You don't think, because he sit back and be quiet and watch, but that's what I do. Why? Because Yahshua said, be wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. So you sit back like you don't even really see it, like you don't even know that they walking around in the damn stench that they walking in, and then one day, bam, here it comes. Got your ass, got you. And that's where it be. So, I'm coming on. I'm telling you, saints, that passivity, that these things that you don't think, when you ain't guard, you ain't setting watch over your soul, is going to be the very thing that's going to catch you. And that thing that I heard today, I said, look at this. Because we don't know how to watch, we find ourselves doing things that is so out of order. Then we try to find a right in the wrong. When we totally wrong. It was wrong, brother. That was wrong. That was wrong as wrong could be. That was absolutely wrong. And then look what it says. Certain men crept in unaware and drug away silly women. Now look, see how we keep ending up in this situation? We keep ending up in this situation because guess what? Some of these women that got lust running up and down from head to toe, it's easy to drag some of these women right over into a lust bed and have your fill of wine and women. And at the end of the day, guess what? You're going to be separated from among the brethren because you will be found out. This is by spirit. That's why I love this ministry, because it's by spirit. When people think they are hiding in the dark, here comes the spirit. I've seen it over and over and over. Man, I've asked people out my mouth, did you do it? No, I ain't do it. Then the spirit come right behind and just blow it up where you didn't even think you could possibly be found out. And bam, here comes the spirit blowing up the whole thing. So I'm telling you, listen, I'm going to end with this. Fear Yah. You better fear Yah.